Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric, and welcome back to some Food Park Manager. Now we are right here where we left off. I believe we already ordered. We did. So let's get off of that. Let's go ahead and start our day. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free and helps me on the channel. And this is probably going to be our last episode of uh of this, unless they come out with more content. We have all of our shops here. We're going to try to get to level 25. We're just going to run through these days really quick. We don't have anything to put down. So we'll just check our orders at the times. Let's go ahead and get ready for that. All right, let's double check and see what we got here. 200. All right, nothing under 200, so we're just going to let it roll. Actually, we'll go ahead and get 100 chocolate, 100 vanilla. We'll get 100 ham, 100 meat. Everything else looks to be good, so let's just order that. We're going to try to get to level 25 because the only thing we got left to unlock is the piano, and it's at level 20, or actually 24. So if we can get to level 24, we can put the piano out and hire a performer for that. Then we'll run a day after that and just kind of see that happen. But that's pretty much where we're at. We don't have anything else to buy now. We could sit here and decorate and all that, but we'll move on to a different game. And like I said, if they do come out with an update for this game, I will bring it back. Um, but for now, we're just going to roll with what we got. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Work crunch. People prefer to get coffee at your stalls for their caffeine need. Alright, let's check our. Alright, coffee. Alright, let's get 100 here. 100 here. 100 here. 100 here. Get 200. 100. 100. 100. Alright, we're good on all that, so let's order that. Let's start the next day. So yeah, we're gonna get our piano done, and like I said, this will probably be the last episode for a while. I mean, we could redecorate, try to get more decorations out. I mean, but we have nothing else to unlock at this point other than the piano itself, and then we'll hire a performer for that. We'll run a day after that once we hit level 24. But I mean, we were pretty much set on everything. Now let's rotate around here. So let's click on that. They still think this is cheap. Okay. This one's fair, so we're good there. All right, let's pause. And this one is still cheap. Okay, all right, let's go to ingredient market. If it's under 250, we're all right. So let's get 200 here. We'll go ahead and get 100 there because that's close to 250. Everything else, this one, and that'll work. All right, let's let it roll. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot left for us to do here. I've enjoyed this game, and I may bring it back again and do it a little different. Have a different kind of setup. But as for right now, there's really just not much else for us to do. I mean, we're making money hand over fist right now. 10,000, profiting 6,000 a day. Um, yeah, it's just all right. All right. So let's go 100, 100. If it's less than 300, we'll order 100, or we'll order up over 300. that. But like I said, yeah, there's really not much else for us to do. That's the only thing I think we have left to unlock is just the piano. Let's double check. And like I said, we could sit here and play with decorations and all that. And like I said, I enjoy this game, so I may bring it back again another day. And we'll do it differently. I would like to actually make little sections. But alright, let's pause real quick. Make sure we've got our ingredients we need. Alright, so this one, let's go ahead and grab that. 250, we'll get 100 of that. We can live with those. Yeah, let's get 100 eggs. Water. Looks like we got a upgrade here. I think most of our staff is upgraded other than... Alright, ingredients marking is open. Alright, let's go 200 here. 150. 100. Alright, let's start the day here. Just a rolling in the dough. We're low on ingredients, nothing we can do about it. I don't understand the manager's part of this game. They don't seem to order stuff when we need it. Alright, we're just going to go 500. Alright, and then 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 200, 100, 100. Alright, so they want a little more vanilla. Anything close to running out? Alright. Alright. Let's do this again. 100. You know what, we'll just do that. They seem to be ordering lots of vegetables. Where are we at? 118. We're still good on space. Right now they need a little less chocolate. Okay. Alright, so now they think they need less chocolate. Okay, whatever. Let's go down. Alright, let's order. Alright, we should be able to get our piano during this day. Hopefully. Alright, we got a upgrade here for and this person hasn't even leveled. I don't know what they're doing. Alright. I'm just gonna let it run. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And all right, so we can go ahead and get our piano now. So let's put the piano in over here. Let's flip it around. With the piano player there. Alright, now let's go into here. Let's hire a performer. And we want you know what? This guy. Alright. Alright, now let's go into ingredients. Alright, now let's see if our piano player shows up. Yeah. There we go. He's playing piano for these people sitting over here. Oh, something's wrong here again. Okay, it's very expensive. They need more strawberry. Let's bump that down. Anything else? Alright, let's get 100 of these. Alright, get 100 of these. Alright, and 100 of these. Alright, let's get another 100 vanilla. And then we'll go 100 here. Alright. Let's let this day run. Apparently we got the ice cream recipe figured out. I don't know why they don't want chocolate in their ice cream, but apparently they don't. I mean, I'm not a fan of chocolate ice cream myself, but most people think I'm weird because of that. Now it's cheap. Okay. Alright, looks like we got we'll run a couple more days here. Like I said, this is going to be it. this will be the last episode of this unless they come out with some content. If they do come out with some content, we'll continue here. But I may, like I said, at some point revisit this game and build our park a little bit different. I have some ideas um, to do things a little different. I think we probably have too many tables, but who knows? All right, let's order. This will be our last day. We're just gonna order 200 of everything. Unless it's got 300, then we'll order 100. All right. Let it ride, Clyde. It's like people are mad. I don't know what they're mad about. I wish it would tell us what they're mad about, but it doesn't tell us. We're just gonna let it roll. This is gonna be our last day for a while. Um, I do appreciate everybody being with me, and I hope you've enjoyed this series. And like I said, we'll probably bring it back. I have an idea of do something a little different. I think we have way too many tables, so we can maximize on decorations and do little areas. So what I would kind of like to do is have like 4 food stalls with tables, and another 4 food stalls with tables, and another 4 food stalls with tables, and then our performers scattered around instead of all together. But we'll like I said, we'll revisit that at some point. But we are going to go ahead and save it. I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is Rock, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. I love you guys. You guys rock. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.